Hello everyone and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Chaosgate Daemonhunters. This time we're tackling Munificus the Undying, the Reaper of the Tentaros version, aka the Purple Seeds. Now, Munificus works in a different form than the others. I'll explain it once we're in there, and I should be able to see him. But for now, some time has passed. And my crew is definitely stronger. So as you can see, there are some differences. Ioannis has a new set of armor, and he's also max level. Um, he now has 16 willpower, all that thanks to not only the passive, the incense, which is now tier 2, gives 4 plus max willpower, but also to the armor itself, which grants 5 plus willpower. That with the purity seals already established, already put in there. His weapon is actually a halberd, a really good halberd, which because it deals 5, it deals plus 2 damage with the 4 strike, but it can deal another extra 2, meaning 4, meaning a total of 9 points with a 4 strike, which is good. And it also has the auto Iron Will 15%, which can be 30, which means that when he uses the 4 strike, he has the chance to gain plus 1 willpower, which is great, meaning every time he uses it, there's a chance he just gains it back. And since that's 30, plus the Santic Sheer Tard, which is 35, that would actually give him a 65% chance of gaining that willpower back. It's not such a big deal because he has 16 willpower, but that's about it. Cyrus has a different sword this time. Now, this sword, level 3 sword, only has 44 damage, but it has 30% chance to crit, 5 plus crit damage, and the 4 strike does 40%, has a plus 40% chance to crit. So, out of the bat, he has 50% chance to crit. If he 4 strikes, it becomes a 90% chance to crit. Meaning he's just constantly critting. Why is this? Also, everything due to Munificus. Not much to tell about the armor and the bolter, because this time support fire won't actually matter, like at all. So what matters is your chances to crit and your crit damage. He also has the scroll, which gives him a 15% chance to crit. That's why his crit's so high. Voldred has still the book on tier 1, only plus 2 crit damage, and the hammer for 6 plus 7 crit damage. His crit chance is low, but his crit chance is low, but that's compensated by his extra damage in crit chance. If I took that away and I put the scroll, we can actually see it instead of me just saying it all out. He would gain a 30. It's good, but at the same time, 30 is not so great. I'd much rather have the guaranteed damage from this. And of course, Derek Tool, now a level 8. Also the same silencer, 18 range, 7 damage with the plus 5 crit. And the disruptor, actually the disruptor doesn't really matter this time. What do I have? I don't really have anything that could actually yeah, actually we could use the auto. I want to get auto, yeah. And that's basically the build. I'll explain more once we get it. In terms of stratagems, the same too. I have researched some more, got this one. I have Prognosticar, so it's nice. I have a couple of others, like Dominate, which is useful, but not as much to hear. And this one, which is also doesn't matter. So that's the build. We're just gonna get in there. Once again, you got the custom cinematics. Munificus is a different type of boss. It's quite unique. Munificus is a chaos spawn. It's just sort of an amorphous, not a blob, but an amorphous creature. You can't even tell what you're looking at. You could tell by his image. But let's see.
This creature, it is Munificus?
Confirmed. Designation Chaos Spawn.
That is no Chaos Spawn I have ever encountered.
Analysis. No apparent defensive systems.
Is it possible this Reaper was somehow stillborn? Brothers, be wary as you
How's that?
approach.
Oh, that's the thing. We have some will seeds. We have some seed pods here. Now, the thing about Munificus is you see he only has 54 HP. And you're like, why is that slow? Like, Ager at 150. If you check out some of the others, they're all in the hundreds. So why does he only have 50? That is because Munificus can only be damaged through critical hits. Any other type of damage, Munificus will just heal. So it's pointless. So you just need a crit. That's why I brought Cyrus with that sword, which has a 90% chance to crit. Because we can only damage him through crits. So, strategy is the same. Although I am not opening up with Fool. Because Fool has a massive range. See, he has massive range. So, Munificus will jump every time you hit him. He will run away. So, let's begin. You'll see as soon as we damage him that he's gonna jump to safety 1 crit. See? We go here, and we just simply disable every single ounce of his abilities. The stun doesn't really matter much. Let's just try to disable his abilities.
Damage yields insufficient. The beast exhibits instantaneous regeneration.
Yeah, and every time you do it... Oh, he actually plagued me. Didn't remember he plaguing people. But...
Watch out for those bloom spawn.
Doesn't really matter. You're gonna get injured. Not much, but you're gonna get a bit. And... as long as they don't go down, that should be fine. Once again, the same thing. You just go and you just... damage him. Bash... let's disable this one. I think that was a lot of damage on that one. And there he goes. How's his health? See, his health gets reduced bit by bit. Now, can we see him from here? I can see him. Can I see him from where I currently am? No, he can't. Which means I have to move.
As you command.
So you just keep doing this. You just keep critting it. I think I'll go for the needle. The bash. Maybe the bash. No, new pistol. You should actually see. I should actually have seen his abilities to know which ones are priorities. See? Heal him damage, he just healed it right back up. Then jump again.
The enemy is
I gotta admit, that was kind of funny. I didn't expect him to just jump in place.
standing ready.
How much chance to crit do I have? I have 15. 15 isn't really that much. Could I do anything here? No, this wouldn't do. Let's see if I can actually get something done.
Advancing.
Nope. I think this gives him back willpower, doesn't it? It actually does not. Still remains with 4. Now I think about it, I could just shoot him in order to reduce his health. Or I could send him right over here. No, don't do range.
Your command.
Actually, I think I brought the right one.
It will be done.
I didn't show it. I forgot. Exactly. Yolantis has a really strong stun bolter. Meaning, as you see, he has a stun of 7. And by side bolting, I'm making it 3. Meaning he's gonna shoot it twice. Yeah, he's gonna heal every time I do him damage. That guy's gonna fire it, of course. Alright, do that.
Brothers, ready your blades and strike.
And he goes down.
At your service.
So now I can just go ahead and stab him again. I'm doing the fight faster. You can do it slower because of all these bloom spawn. Which, if you do it faster, if you don't kill it, those bloom spawn are gonna stack.
Affirmative.
And it's gonna be a pain. -2 max HP, tail snap. And I attack with its tails. Close target's maximum stun indefinitely. This is the target's crit vulnerability indefinitely. Oh, this is good, this is good. I don't think about it, that's a lot of bloom spawn on one spot.
What is
Perhaps
your
I made a mistake in keeping him so close. But
Face me.
I can do it. There we go. That.
No demon shall avoid its fate.
Yeah, but I do waste my. I do waste it. Alright, let's see where he goes. I'm trying to keep myself distanced from most of these things. But I think we might as well try to kill them. Because 2 damage if it's pinned. Pinned, it's pain. It's weakened. Maybe that one's too close to me now. Oh, death. See, this is why this thing is useful. Because you just keep reading these things.
We slay the darkness.
In the run that I actually did, I just kept him.
Advancing.
In the run I did successfully, he was critting everything, he was just gathering the seeds. I'm not gathering the seeds, although you can gather the seeds because remember, every time you kill one of these dudes, you'll lose the seed. You lose no more seeds will spawn, which is a pain, but it's a reality. So this is your chance to actually gather as many seeds as you can. I don't have crits. I could shoot at him so I can lower this
What
thing.
is your will?
How many bullets do I have? I have a few. Maybe that's worth it. Maybe it's just worth to shoot some of these things so they stop hurting my... Yeah, they're gonna shoot... They're gonna shoot the hell out of Aldrin. Just trying to minimize damage to my... Come on. Alright, there we go. So we got plagued. He's mutating again. Just basically a walking mutation. No idea what he's gonna do. Oh crap. Well, that's a swipe. That might be the bile thingy.
regeneration.
Pinned is a pain. Pinned is actually one of the
beast is
worst things you can
mutated
do.
from the bloom.
But
We should
once
divine
again,
its
I'm
strength
just gonna
more
go
thoroughly.
for it.
Your end is near.
Disease talent. Yeah, I might as well do +2 stun. That's exactly what I was thinking. I made a stupid mistake. You shouldn't do this. Damn, this was stupid. The way to kill him is not by doing that, is by actually taking out its limbs. So you should always target the limbs.
I have seen your
Meaning,
weakness.
projectile plus Munificus launcher, don't do this. Do these. In this case, I'll do the bash.
Status update. The Reaper appears unable to regenerate its limbs.
You hear that, brothers? Press the advantage. Destroy this monster.
Mutating even further. Is he moving? Oh, I thought he wasn't moving for a second.
I am here
With
to
any
serve.
luck, Sirius can actually make the jump. Yeah, he can make the jump.
Gliding through the
You should only have 2. I'm going for Hammer Hand.
Emperor, guide my hand.
And projectile plus. No, doesn't matter. Is he still? He's still alive. And jump again.
My focus fails me.
He's a bit further away. And he can't do it. But let's see if he can. He has 50% chance. Damn it.
The enemy is wounded. Your command.
This one's far away and he doesn't have
Your
anything.
orders?
This one already used it. I don't think Yolantis can even reach him. Once again, honor the chapter.
Strike home.
Just to see if Sirius can actually do it.
I am here to serve.
90%. One. And disease talent. I think he's gone. Yep.
The Undying was an unworthy epithet. Well done,
Oh,
Commander.
okay, he just
The
disappears.
celebration can come
All
later,
right.
Purifier. We must
So
recover
yeah, that was a
prime
bunch of
seed.
mistakes done
Concordance.
on my part.
Extraction process
But
initiated.
basically, I didn't took that much damage. I can actually, we didn't take that much damage. Like the interceptors took a bit, the purgator took a bit, but these are just wounds. Takes time, heals, but you can just go. You can just keep doing missions, and this further in the story. If you do a mission without getting injured, better, and you'll eventually go back to normal. You just can't get anybody critically injured. That's just a pain. But that was Munificus. The main goal is go for crits and go for limbs. Don't go for extra stun value, always go for limbs, because the limbs are what actually kills Munificus. So that was it. Hope you all enjoyed, hope you all learned how to do it. This was on legendary difficulty. If it's on easier difficulty, it's better. But TLDR, crits. Crit chance, attacks that guarantee crits, and always go for the limbs. No extra stun values, no vulnerability to crits, just plain limbs. And you'll eventually get it.